And hello, my beautiful people.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Sis, we're so excited. Welcome back to another Sharing Your Journeys episode. So today I have my amazing friend Luke from Switzerland, who is joining me today and basically sharing his amazing hosiery journey. And obviously I've got to say, guys, like literally I will be dropping his Instagram below, but I love Luke. I think he's absolutely amazing. I love the way he photographs. So it is just so Luke, that's my little shout out to you, my love. Honestly, yeah, I'll be dropping everything below, but I'm not going to waste any time. I want Luke to have his platform. So Luke, thank you so much for being here. And let me just start off by saying, what does hosiery mean to you? And how did you start this amazing hosiery journey of yours?
Wow, that's a lot. First of all, thank you for having me there. It's been a while since I've been dreaming about this discussion. So I hope we will do fine. What does it mean to me? It means quite a lot of things. Actually, I didn't thought about that question that much, but it means like a lot of pleasure, a whole world of discovery and
Mm,
expressing things and discovering things. It's also like crossing the gender frontier.
yeah.
The and in the same way, it's also a lot of struggle. It's
Mm,
much things, and it's been since I was a teenager, as far as I can recall.
yeah.
It's always been a thing for me. It grew on me, and it became like the thing it is now, with a dedicated account, and with like
Mm,
uh, some friends knowing about that, and now that I'm grown up, I'm having my own apartment. I don't have
mm.
to hide them. I've got like hundreds of them displayed in different boxes, and I always. I mean, it's been quite a journey, with which I'm looking forward to every next part, and every day I can enjoy wearing hosiery. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. So you mentioned obviously, as far as you can recall back, you started in your teen years. Like,
Yeah.
what made you, if you can remember, what made you want to try wearing hosiery? Like, what basically what got you into it, I suppose.
It's quite a strange thing, because when I was a kid, sometimes we had to wear them, like to do some little kids school performances, and
Mm,
and I don't remember it, but my mom told me, yeah, you never wanted to wear tight, because you didn't like it, and that's the beginning of it. I don't know why.
wow.
And then a few years later, I remember being, I don't know, like between 12, 14, 15 maybe. And I was just like, okay, I don't know what is it where with that. It looks just so cool, and I
Yeah,
like it. Like when I was just really aware, when I would see girl female friends of mine wearing them. I was
yeah,
like, okay, I just had to notice it. It
yeah,
was okay, like she today, this friend of mine put a really special outfit because she's wearing tights. you
yeah,
know
yeah,
it's always been a thing, and I was okay, it looks so cool, it attracts me. I don't really know why. And at some point, I realized I was a bit jealous because I couldn't wear them. I was like, okay, I want to get the feeling too. This looks amazing.
yeah,
And that's when I started to wear some hosiery in private, in my own. So
yeah.
uh, did that answer the question? I'm sorry.
No, yeah, 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 you did, yeah, yeah, you did, yeah. I just don't want to butt in. No, that's really interesting. And do you know what? I find it interesting because it's probably the first time I've kind of heard that your mom tried to basically make you wear hosiery and you were like, no, I don't like it. Whereas a lot of stories that I hear and a lot of journeys that I hear, they start off with, yeah, obviously my mom used to put them on me when I was little, when I grew up wearing them. So there's an element of safety and comfort. But yours is like a whole 180, and it was like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my God.
it was big no, and I remember because we had to get some costumes with specific colors. I
Mm,
remember at the time my mom had to. I remember we had to put a whole white costume. I don't know why,
yeah.
can't remember, but we had to be to wear a whole white outfit. And
Yeah.
I remember my mom, and since I was a kid, like the sizes are really specific. And I remember
Mm,
my mom had to find me a white jeans because I wouldn't wear tights for that event. So it's
wow.
when thinking about that, it's completely backwards because a few years later, I was like, okay, I want to wear that, but I can't. And I was okay. It's
Mm,
I, I couldn't tell what happened in between, honestly. But I think
mm,
just I just grew up and I was like, okay, I just kind of like this stuff,
yeah.
and I think it has to do where with uh, puberty. Do you say that in English?
Yeah. 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 We said the same thing.
Yeah, okay. And I think it's so related to that. And I think I kind of started discovering like sexual feelings and
Mm,
attraction kind of through that too. That
yeah.
that that's a part of the things that started to attract me and give me like sensation of the beginning of such sensation of such arousal
Mm,
and so to speak. So it's all
wow.
related to that. So I don't know. And
No, it's interesting because I think it's for a lot of people, obviously not everybody, but for a lot of people, it is that as well. Especially like if you identify as a, well, obviously everybody identifies very differently now, but for some people that I've spoken to, especially when they identify as like a straight male and they wear hosiery, it can be like a fetish or a kink for them, or there is some sort of sexual element to it. That obviously gets them to obviously wear and try and stuff, but then naturally that can always kind of change once they do become a regular wearer and it does become part of their wardrobe in like an everyday wardrobe sense. So
mm,
it's just so I wanted to ask Luke. So when did you start wearing hosiery out in public? Was that later on in life when obviously when you had your own apartment, or was that before that you started doing that?
that began much later. I'm 32 now. It started around like I was 26 to 27. So it's been like
Okay.
5 years. And so I had to keep it like for a very, I mean, nobody knew then.
Mm,
Like for a while, it was just uh, an attraction, some feeling of some kind. And then I
yeah.
slowly started to I will always remember the first time I bought some
Mm,
on my own, like paying cash with the
yeah, yeah.
I was so stressed, and so and the cashier told me like this is not yours, is it? And I was like, this is like I couldn't even
Yeah.
like yeah, this is mine. And then he was judging me like okay whatever okay
Yeah.
go for it. And then like wearing openly has become I think see since yeah since I was I think 26 27 like
Mm,
let's say 5 years. It started really slowly and like for what got me into it actually, I think honestly like seeing some brands like yours being more open to it, and like you made two videos that really helped me. Like I think the title is what's the stigma with hosiery wearing men wearing hosiery.
Yes. Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
absolutely love these two videos. I watched them like 10 times each, I think. Like to get into the mind and to get to
Yeah.
get some help about it, they helped me find some courage to do it actually, as a bunch of other stuff. Like seeing some other people, other men wearing them
Yeah.
on old websites or other things. And yeah, I think someday I try to talk about it. I've seen another brand which is now apparently dead. That was called I can't remember the name actually. I forgot it. Sorry. And which started to display men wearing hosiery too, and that was
Okay.
like my go-to to the first time I got into it and really
Mm.
started out, and then like talking to a friend who finds it interesting, and then going out on a party with a friend that I knew would be tolerant, and she was like,
Mm.
"You're wearing tights?" Yeah, yeah. Like, yeah, yeah, I'm trying it. Okay, that's cool. And then getting a little bit of small pieces of support to then get to a point where I
Yeah.
can like be open to it when I'm in the mood, when I know I'm gonna be to some safe places with safe
Mm.
people, and then it's not like an everyday thing, but kind of. It's kind of
Yeah.
become a regular thing, yeah. But it started
Wow.
really really slowly and kind of exponentially, because
Mm.
for 10 years it's been a thing I would keep in secret, and
Mm.
knew about that. I had to hide them in the last drawer, in the back of the last drawer, and in some place.
Yeah.
And at some point it was just I really liked, for example, your blog, when you get the reviews, and sometimes
Mm.
I would just, which I which I keep doing, but at some point I started not to just buy a pair just because I wanted,
Yeah.
but I to try and see different styles, and then I learn about the different thickness with the deniers, with the different color rendition, different comforts, and then
Yeah.
yeah, there's a thing I don't know why, but I like it. And it's interesting. And at some point, I got too many. I couldn't hide them more, so I was like, okay, so this is the
Yeah.
or it's there and that's it. From now on.
Yeah. Wow. Gosh, you've said so much incredible stuff in there. And especially
Yeah,
one,
sorry.
the biggest one. No, 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 it's fine. It's just, I think, but it's really nice to hear because not only like did you mention about having a really good support network and actually surrounding yourself by people who do support you and whatever you choose to wear. But not only that, it's the fact that you're actually willing to try different brands, different types of styles, obviously different colors, different deniers and everything. Whereas I know a lot of people actually like once they found one, like for instance, if it's like the sheer pair, that's it. I'm just sticking to the sheer pair because I love it so much. And that's completely fine too. But it's really nice to hear the fact that you are actually exploring with it and yeah, reading my blog as well, thank you. Um, but it's nice the fact that you are doing so. And I think, I mean, obviously I'm biased because I love my brand so much, but it is the whole thing of there are so many different types of styles and models out there that I think can suit men so beautifully well. But I think it's also that person taking the jump to be like, actually, I'm going to move away from a brand that I normally purchase from to go for something different. And everybody has a different experience. It could be good, bad, ugly, whatever. But at least you are like, I think that's really nice and really lovely to hear the fact that you are checking out different brands.
uh,
Um,
I am trying a bunch of different stuff. Don't get me wrong. I also I wanted to say at the beginning I was buying some cheap stuff. I'm done
mm,
with that. like I want to say life is too short to wear cheap hosiery.
I
I,
preach. Here, here.
I'm done with that. So, but I still got like in my mind they are since I cannot wear them like every day
Mm,
as I would like to. I separate them in my mind actually in different for different occasions. I got the shiny ones, the matte ones,
mm.
the sheer ones, the nude ones, the black ones, which are the patterns one, which I tried. That wasn't the thing for me. I started like a year ago or so. I started to accidentally. I had a hole in jeans, like
Yeah.
in the around the knee, and I was like,
Oh,
oh
yeah, like the ripped jean style. Yeah.
yeah, which happened to me accidentally because they just got so worn so much, and I was
Mm,
that's a cool idea. And then I started to wear tights beneath them, and I
yeah.
was like, nah, this this doesn't pop as much as I would look like it doesn't pop as much as I would like. So I
Mm,
started to try on some patterns, and then I realized, okay, I really I prefer like how do you say like geometric patterns,
yeah.
things like that, and
Yeah.
with triangles and the squares, all these kind of
Yeah.
things. I started to try those, but on the other side, I also have like some that I buy them as a whole package. I'm gonna take like the let's say a basic nude one. I'm gonna
Mm,
buy 10 of them at the same time because I'm gonna wear them uh, as I can, and that's the unfortunate thing. It's a thing that gets used and worn, and
yeah.
they, they
Yeah.
they they rip apart. So I got different categories in which for diversity of occasions. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I,
I
I
like
I really
that.
I really love to try the different things, and then uh, it becomes kind of a struggle because then I'm like, okay, I want to wear this, but it's gonna be too obvious. So can I wear a shiny one or not? And then
Yeah.
it's gonna is it gonna be so too hot, too cold? And so and I sometimes do this thing which is like I work the whole outfit around the pair of tights I want to wear, which I think is really funny because before I've never thought about that. I was like, okay, I'm getting some
Mm,
clothes, that's it. Now it's become a thing, and so that's something I wanted to. I think it's the most. That could be some of the most interesting part of what I would like to tell is that it's been private and maybe a fetish thing or
mm,
really that, but what helped me be more open about it is also uh, I've started to discover about feminism, about the gender identity, the sexual diversity and gender diversity, and that's a whole thing that told me, okay, in fact, I'm I won't say I'm don't consider myself as a in French you say cisgender. I don't know, you said
oh,
that in
yeah.
yeah
Oh,
uh,
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure we say cisgender as well. Like, I'm
yeah
sure that's the term we use.
uh, I'm not I think it's the same name in English, but not sure about that. But the thing is like, okay, I won't say I don't consider myself that, but if people if the world would be more open to that, I would definitely
Mm,
tights and skirts and dresses and heels and all this stuff because I just think it looks so cool. I love it, and I was, and since a teen I was wondering like, okay, why shouldn't I wear tights because it looks so cool, and in fact it's so comfy, and so I feel great in them. I feel way much better in tights than
yeah.
in trousers, so to say. definitely. So I was like, okay, why isn't that possible? And the whole thing mixing up, I was like, okay, that could also be a statement of, okay, I'm not masculinity fragile, so to say. I
Mm.
can assume being heterosexual and also crossing the gender frontier with this kind of stuff, which is in the everybody's mind female related. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then it's like it brought me a really interesting experience, because generally like people judging are always will always be men.
Yeah.
And most I'm not considering friends in that process, but
Mm.
people that we give the looks, and that will tell you how do you say that, when you whistle, yeah.
Yeah.
People sorry, people whistling will always be men, and you know it's not supportive, it's not
Yeah.
it's really rude. And on the other side, people supporting will always be females.
Mm.
So that brought me to a whole uh, when tied to the thing. I've learned that it's much easier, in fact, than wearing heels or not dresses, skirts. Sorry, uh,
Yeah.
it, it, wearing a skirt is the most difficult thing, because there you get all the looks. Like
Oh yeah.
it just, as a man, I mean, as a
Yeah.
female, unfortunately, I guess, but like that was the most interesting part for me. Like, okay, as a man, I can also live what it is to be whistled around, to be asked around in improper ways, all that stuff. Since I
Mm.
started also my dedicated account on Instagram, I've I discovered what it is to get unwanted pictures of part of the male anatomy. So
Yeah.
that opened to me a whole new world of, like, okay, there's the unwanted sexual interactions. And
Mm.
sorry, I don't know if my point is clear. I'm afraid I'm getting a little bit to
No, it's okay.
ah
It's okay.
confused. I'm getting a little bit confused. But the thing is, that helped me the whole process about considering gender and gender inequities and gender differences.
Mm.
That may sound ridiculous, but Hosiery helped me a lot reconsider all those things, and also
Yeah.
privileges and differences. Like, okay, and I know now the thing that holds me back from wearing hosiery is patriarchy. Because, like, okay,
Mm.
you are, since you're adopting female clothes, you are getting down on the social scale, as
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you get me, because on the other way around, like a girl wearing a costume will elevate herself, because like in gender speaking, like, since the masculine is above, a girl could
Yeah.
upgrade,
No, I see what you
male will
mean.
downgrade, if you know that stuff. And I was okay,
Yeah.
that could also mean for me a way to express I'm going against that, and I'm assuming,
Mm.
like, being male and being okay with crossing the gender gaps
Yeah.
by wearing a hosiery. And I'm like, okay, for me it became also a statement for that. I'm getting really confused. I'm sorry, but
No, 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 no,
that's
no. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm
it's
with you on it.
it's quite a complex process, and I have to translate everything. And so sorry about that. But
No, it's okay.
I think that's the biggest part of the journey. Like, it was okay, and then it became it merged with the
Mm.
origin of the thing, of the geek part of having to try different brands and different styles, and like just the passion part of. I consider myself as a collector, as a tester. I don't know if
Mm.
I would be able to run a blog on the test, but yeah, I absolutely love it. I can't remember how many girls I've learned to read properly the size of charts.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because so I was so astonished that I was teaching them. No, because you got to, and they're like, hosiery is bad, and I was, yeah, it feels, it compressed me in the waist. It's so
Yeah.
it doesn't fit me well, and I was like, you got to read the charts, and I'm like, what
Yeah.
charts? And they majority didn't know there's a chart, and you know that, and it was like, wow, what is that? How do you know that? And then sometimes I would be like, yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta explain you something, and then I would tell them, but
Yeah.
yeah, yes.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's it. So that's the kind of the whole process which helped me now being comfortable in
Mm.
every situations, but in some situations where I feel comfortable. And for that, yeah, the friends and the supportive system has played a very important role. And also trying like step by step, not going too far or too crazy, like
Yeah.
trying on different places, and then getting a feedback or two and another one, and then confronting people,
Yeah.
and also feeling the if the mood is right. Sometimes I would like put some shorts
Yeah.
as I like to, and then go on, and when I'm ready to go, I'm like, I'm not feeling it. I'm taking back, because I was like, okay, I don't have the confidence tonight, like to wear that. I'm
Mm.
Most of the time I would go for something more discreet to,
Yeah.
to
No, I
to
hear
get
you.
rid of. But yeah, I'm
I hear
talking.
you.
Sorry.
It's all cool. This is what I mean, Luke. It's all cool. But I was gonna say, because we're coming close to the end now, I'm more than happy to have you on for a part two. We can always make part two happen, in the
Oh,
next couple of months and see where you are and how your mindset has changed and grown. So that'd be really cool. So we can always get a date in the diary for that. But what I did want to ask you just before we do wrap up, and something that I tend to ask a lot of my people who come on here is if you could leave a message for everybody who's going to be watching and listening, what would that message be?
oh, that's an interesting one. I would have so much messages. Like I think, like for everyone, give it a try. Just
Mm,
try. I have to say, I'm especially thinking about like male wearers, because
mm,
I tend to get quite a few messages in Instagram like, how do you do that? How do you get the confidence?
yeah,
You look so amazing. You encourage me so much, like to wear them outside. How
that's
do you do that?
lovely.
And
Mm,
I'm like, just give it a try. Like, get some. I know it's hard, but don't make it such a big deal either, because the thing to
yeah.
remember is like most people wouldn't even care. So
Mm,
that's one of the things I learned. Like sometimes because it's a thing for you, you become so self-aware that you're like, oh my God,
yeah,
everyone watching me. They are not. They are with their own struggle. They are on their phones. They are looking at for something else. Nobody
yeah,
will give us a second look. I mean, if it's not that extravagant or obvious, or yeah, look at me. If you just want to enjoy it, just enjoy
mm,
it's difficult, but give it a try. And also for girls who might be into it but don't like it, or I don't know, just give it a try. It can be so cool. Yeah, I think that
yeah.
would be it. Yeah, yeah, give it a try, and try some good stuff. Leave the
Yeah,
cheap
I
stuff
think,
out, and
yeah, I would add on and say if you're going to do it, please make sure you get a decent pair. And please don't go to
yeah,
Primark or H&M or
yeah,
just a normal high street. Just get good quality hosiery. Like speak to us, speak to people who absolutely have such a love for it, and we'll be able to, especially like me and Luke, will definitely be able to tell you our favorite pairs, our recommended pairs, where we would go to, and everything as well. So please don't go cheap and cheerful, because it's gonna leave a sour taste.
Yeah, definitely, and we'll be most happy to help. Actually, uh, that
Mm-hmm.
like I just realized how my mood changes when I'm wearing hosiery, when I'm talking about it. It just it's a thing I like, so it gets me
Yeah.
happy. A thing that happened to me like more than once is that especially girls would see that I'm wearing hosiery, and they would like give a look and give a touch,
Mm.
and they'll be like, wow, this look amazing. They like your legs are look so cool. And the thing is, I never got any compliments
Mm.
on my legs before I started wearing hosiery. And
Yeah. Now it's like,
then I started to shave my legs, because I honestly think it looks much better without hair.
mm,
I started to wear hosiery, and people were like, "Wow, your legs look so cool!" And then I was like, "Yeah, there's a catch. There's a cheat. I'm wearing this, especially
yeah.
when I'm wearing nudes." And they'll be like, "Wow, I didn't see. What brand is that?" And I was, "Yeah, okay, I got something to teach you."
Yeah.
Same thing for opaque ones, like the color rendition, the texture, and people are like, okay, this looks so smooth, it's so comfortable, and I yeah, because you got to try some
Yeah.
new stuff. That's the
No,
difference.
I hear that. I hear that. Well, this is what I mean. So, people, if you do need some help and some guidance, there are plenty of people to talk to. And
Yeah,
me
for
and Luke
sure,
are
for sure,
definitely, definitely
for
one of
sure.
those people.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Luke, for coming on. I'm just conscious of time. But like, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your journey with us and actually giving me some really cool insight. I'm really thankful for that. So thank you. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks to you for bringing this this series of sharing the journeys. It's so amazing to see someone as like you, who isn't just just don't get me wrong, sorry, but not only bringing a brand, and I feel like you kind of building like a whole community, which is
Mm,
like I feel like there's so much empowerment for in that, for people like me, or for people who are struggling with it and thinking about it. So like making
yeah.
it like a cool stuff that we can talk about, which is not like a private, which is not a
Yeah.
taboo. It's a thing, it's cool, we gotta get talk about it, but it's not
Yep.
such a big deal. You're not weird. That helped me a lot. Like, okay, I'm a girl who likes wearing tights, that's it.
Yeah.
What's the matter with that?
Yeah.
What am I doing wrong? And nothing much, actually, nothing much.
Mm.
So thank you for that. Thank you for having us. Thank you for what you do. It's yeah, I just I love so much what you do. Thanks for all of that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Lucas. And yes, people, there may potentially be a part two. So if you would actually like a part two, let us know. Let us know in the comments. Let me know on Spotify and the poll and whatnot. So that'd be really, really cool. But for now, thank you so much for your time today, Lucas. I really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you again soon.
Thanks to you.
Mwah. Take care, my love.